In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. In this brief speech, we will talk about role of place in deriving Sharia rules from the sources. We see in the Islamic books of Hadith that Imam Ali, peace be upon him, does not implement some of the governmental rulings mentioned in the glorious Quran due to particular spatial conditions in order to achieve a greater interest for Islam and the Muslim community. According to this narration, it becomes clear that the implementation of the provision of Sharia punishments should be avoided due to spatial conditions. According to Wasail al-Shia, volume 28, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, said, "No Sharia punishment should be on any person in the land of enemies." Based on this narration, it is clear that if the specific conditions of the space did not affect the implementation of the Sharia rulings, there would be no difference in the implementation of Sharia rules between the land of Muslims and the land of non-Muslims. According to other Islamic traditions, the Holy Prophet of Islam, peace be upon him and his descendants, due to some social circumstances and the situation of community and the mentality of the people, refused to execute the verdict of some people who he considered deserving of punishment. According to the book of Wasail al-Shia, the Prophet of Islam says, "If it were not for the fact that I do not like others to say Muhammad took help from some individuals to fight the enemies, but after defeating his enemies, he killed those persons, I would have executed a large group." It is clear from this narration that the punishment of certain people was necessary according to the Islamic Sharia, but in order to prevent people from being pessimistic towards the Prophet of Islam, he refrained from punishing those people. Therefore, if the special circumstances and the situation of the society had no role, the Prophet of Islam, peace be upon him and his descendants, would never have suspended the punishment of the mentioned persons. Based on what has been mentioned, the requirements of time, place, and special social conditions have an important and undeniable role on the explanation and implementation of the rules of Sharia, especially the governmental and political rules. Thank you for listening. God bless you all.